Ever felt like the world's biggest ideas are hidden behind the longest words? Like grown ups use jargon just to make things sound smart and confusing. Well, on this channel, we're changing that. Welcome to Explain Like I'm 10. Our mission is simple. We break down the really big, important, and sometimes baffling topics of the adult world and explain them in a way that just makes sense. No fancy words, no boring lectures, just clear, fun understanding. Because you don't need a dictionary to get smart, you just need a good explanation. And today, we're diving into something on everyone's news lately: tariffs. What are tariffs? Okay, so today we're talking about something you might hear on the news about countries taxing each other's goods. It sounds a bit like a playground squabble between giant nations, right? The grown up word for this kind of tax is a tariff. And it's a big deal because it can make some of the things you buy more expensive or even change where your favorite stuff comes from. So, what exactly are tariffs and why do countries even bother with them? Let's break it down simply. Imagine you want to buy a super cool toy, but it's made in a faraway land. To get that toy into your country, it has to cross a border, like driving on a big road. When that toy tries to drive into your country's government might say, "Hold on, before this toy comes in, we're gonna add a special toll fee to it." This extra fee is a tariff. It's a tax on things that come into your country from somewhere else. And who pays that fee? Usually, it's the company in your country that wants to bring the toy in. And if that company has to pay an extra fee, guess what? They'll probably add that fee to the price you pay for the toy when you buy it. So the important toy becomes more expensive. Now, why would a country want to make things from other places more expensive? There are usually two big reasons. Reason number one is to help our own team. Like, imagine you have a company in your country that makes toy cars, and then a toy car from a faraway country comes in, and it's super cheap. Your country's toy company might say, "Oh no, everyone will buy that cheap car, and no one will buy ours." So your government might put a tariff on the faraway toy cars. This makes the foreign toy cars more expensive. Now your country's toy cars don't seem so expensive by comparison, and people are more likely to buy them. It's like giving your home team a little boost. Reason number two is to send a message. Sometimes countries might be a bit grumpy with another country about something. Maybe they don't agree on certain rules or they're having a disagreement. So one country might put a tariff on another country's stuff to say, "Hey, we're not happy with you. We're making it harder for your stuff to sell here until you listen to us." It's like a grown up version of saying, "I'm not playing with you until you share your toys." It's a way to put pressure on them without starting a big fight. Now, tariffs might sound simple, but they can be super tricky and sometimes they don't work out as planned. First, they can make your stuff more expensive too. Imagine there is a cookie baker from your country and they usually use sugar that comes from a faraway country. And suddenly there is a tariff on sugar. Now their cookies cost more to make and you pay more for them. Even local goods can get pricier if they use imported parts or ingredients. Second, other countries might get mad and do it back. If your country puts a tariff on someone else's toys, they might say, "Oh, yeah, we will put a tariff on your favorite candy bars when they come into our country." This is called retaliation, which just means getting back at someone because they did something to you. When a lot of countries do this back and forth, it starts a trade war. Think of a trade war like a giant, grumpy argument between countries where they try to hurt each other's businesses by taxing their stuff. Nobody really wins in a big trade war. If important things become too expensive because of tariffs, you might have fewer choices when you go shopping. Some cool products might not even be sold anymore. So while tariffs can try to help local businesses or send a message, they often come with tricky side effects that can make everyone's lives a bit pricier or more complicated. So next time you hear about tariffs, Remember, they're just special taxes on goods coming into a country. Countries use them to try and help their own businesses or to send a strong message to another country. But like many grown up decisions, they can have lots of tricky parts that affect everyone's wallets and choices. That's it for this week's Explain Like I'm 10. What other complicated grown up topics do you want me to explain simply without all the big words? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more clear explanations of big ideas. See you next time!